Welcome back to the Brian Crombie Radio Hour. Well, we just finished an interview with Anita Heidemann, and I thought she had some really interesting and good suggestions. But let me, if I could, give you sort of a couple of the lessons that I've learned. And I'm certainly no coaching expert or MLP expert, but I have studied social capital during my business doctorate. I have some business experience, some personal experiences, both positive and negative, and I think you learn from both. And so let me give you a couple of suggestions, and it's my top 10, if I could. The first one is you got to have a vision. I interviewed this one child psychologist who said that the key to success in life was falling in love with the future vision of yourself. My daughter has done vision boards. I go on seminars and train people to do vision boards. I think you've got to figure out what that vision is and putting that vision on the wall and reading it or looking at it and dreaming about it and falling in love with it is critically important in life. Number two is this comment that she made about the 30 minutes to yourself, I think is key. And whether it's 30 minutes of a walk in a park, or whether it is meditation or yoga or a personal affirmation that you read every day, for me, it's prayer. I pray every morning. I pray every evening before I go to bed, which is my way of connecting with myself, with my God, with gratitude. So however you find that opportunity to calm down, slow down, and speak to yourself. Or to your God, or to nature, I think is key, and do that on a daily basis. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6 would be something that numerous different doctors have told me, because I used to be in the pharmaceutical industry, and that is if we could only exercise better, have a better diet, get some sleep, and have some fun, we wouldn't need all the pharmaceutical products that we're currently selling. And so think about that. Simple things from a lifestyle standpoint that we got to do: exercise, sleep, diet, and fun give you the hormones and the things that you need in life. They're going to keep you healthy. Number 7 is you got to have resilience. So many people think that success is life is a straight line up. It's not. There's bumps, there's grinds, there's curves, there's valleys. In a finance business presentation I call it the valley of despair. Other people have called it, the gap that you've got to jump across. So you got to figure out where resilience comes from, and where you can develop it in yourself. And there's a lot of suggestions in that regard. People, I think, talk about elasticity, about having a firm foundation, about being flexible. I read this great book by James Clavell at one point in time. I think it was called Noble House. That the protagonist said, you always need to have F off money, because crap is going to happen, and you're going to want to be able to tell someone to F off, and you need a little bit of cash in your bank account to be able to do that. I love her idea about going on a trip, or actually it was my idea about going on a trip. But thinking about that trip through some spiritual trek or the Greek islands or whatever it is, that reinvigorates yourself and gives you that resilience. Number 8 is you got to do a SWOT on yourself. Lots of people do SWOTs on companies. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But you got to do it on yourself. I took this great course from a guy, Richard Boyazzi, who wrote the book Emotional Intelligence, and he talks about the theory of intentional change and how so many people think about their strengths, but never focus as well on their weaknesses and how to improve their weaknesses. And then more importantly, you think about businesses, think about your opportunities. Where is it you should focus in the future? And what are the threats, whether it's going to be a debt or a sickness or something or other that's going to be a threat to yourself. So do a SWOT on yourself. Number 9, I'm convinced is one of the most important things. It's that social capital. It's friends, it's connections. It's having the people that in your life are so critically important to you that get you through the tough times. And number 10, more important than anything else, is having love. Whether it's romantic love, or love for your God, or love for society, or just love for mankind. You need to have that spiritual love. So that's my top 10, just to remind you. Number 1, vision. 2, affirmation of some sort, or time for yourself. Number 3, exercise. 4, diet. 5, sleep. 6, fun. 7, resilience. 8, a SWOT on yourself. 9, friends. And 10, love. Thanks for joining me tonight. Good night.